unboxing video of Cruel Seas.
Ooh.
I was waiting for a bit for that ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. So this is for me really, rather than Claire. Claire's not interested.
Well, I don't know. It's not really my cup of tea, to be quite honest. I'm not that interested in ships.
But I am.
You are, yeah. You like your ships.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've played any naval game, since probably Dystopian Wars.
Yes, I remember you getting some of that stuff.
Which was cool. I'm going to have to dig that out.
Mm.
There's a new robot for that and everything.
Ooh.
Since I played it anyway. Not new, but since I played it, which was a while ago. Right, so this is Cruel Seas from Warlord Games, with a nice little bottle action sticker down in the corner. Probably because it's part of the World War II range.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it over. It's quite a heavy box for its size. This is allegedly what you get in it.
Yes.
I don't want to open it, you see. I'm saying allegedly. You never know something's missing. But we've got little ships. Everything you need to play the game is in this set. So let's open this bad boy up.
Yeah.
There we go.
You've got some adverts for Black Powder over here, 2nd edition. You've got bolt action.
Right.
Hail Caesar.
We have a bag of dice.
Bag of dice.
Bag of various dice. We have mini ship. Mini ship. That's the same ship. And then mini ship. Same ship again. There's 2 ships on there, isn't there? Sorry, I thought it was like 2 parts.
Yeah, there's two ships.
There's two ships on each. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have same again.
2 ships on there.
2 ships. I think we're the German one.
Yep, same on there.
Same on there. And we have a bag of the
fluff.
fluff.
Cotton wool kind
Explosive
of thing,
effects.
yeah.
Fluff. We have a sprue of torpedoes.
Torpedoes.
We have some splash markers.
Cool.
We have
your flags and
a bag of flags.
data cards. Maybe.
Bag of flags and data cards, which is good to Claire, so we can continue that opening. We have the these are the wake markers, I believe, and I think they might be for the data cards for keeping track of things. Double-sided. So look, we have some more wake markers and some more wake markers. So we've got 3 of those in total. We have the quick start guide here, which we'll take a quick look at. We have this is the map mat. It's made of paper. There's 2 colours, so we've got like Mediterranean almost colour in it, that's lighter.
And the British Channel.
Or Pacific. I said it's Pacific actually, and that's Atlantic. I'd guess. That'd be my guess if I was guessing. So I've got that there. Now we have some punched out terrain, so we've got some like sandbanks, an island. There's 2 lots of those. Alright, so on the other one we've got loads of counters playing the game. Looks like a measurometer there, also known as a ruler.
I thought you were being posh.
And then we have a Cruel Seas World War II Naval Battle Robux. That's the Robux in there. That's probably what most of the weight was this and the cardboard. Right, so shall have a look at that in a second. Where to start? One thing I will say about the rulebook is I did read on the forums that there is an errata for the rulebook. It came out just after. It's a 10-page one, so I will print that off at some point before I play the game, before I even start testing the game, so that I'm using the correct rules from the beginning. But it looks like it's a nice thick book actually, so there's lots in here. That's good. Right.
What I will say about those, they're going to be very hard to cut because they're not like little pop-out things.
They're not?
No. I don't think they're stickers either. It is literally, you're going to have to either knife them out or cut them out very carefully.
Yeah, they're going to have to be cut exactly around and then folded where the line is.
Yeah.
To give you that sort of, it sort of gives you that wavy sort of effect.
Yeah.
Rather than just having a straight flag, it gives you like a being blown in the wind or being blown due to the motion of the boat effect. But we do have German and
English
flags.
Yes.
Naval ensign. I don't know what the correct term is. Cool. Right. Where to begin with a quick start? Did it tell you to put it together? It does indeed. Right. So the quick start. Let's have a quick look. Okay, the quick start. We have details of the boats in here. So we have the Vosper MTB, British Vosper, which are the smaller of the boats, and the German S-boat. So it tells you what's on the sprues here and what they are, so we'll look at them as we're cutting them off. We also have a Royal Navy painting guide there, and we also have a S-boat painting guide there for the Kriegsmarine. So I thought this was going to be like a how to play the game quick start. This is a quick start on how to actually start assembling it all. That was quite handy actually for what we're about to do. So let's keep that to one side. Let's move this stuff here so I can start removing them. Did you get the cards?
Yes, I did, yeah. Those are the cards.
So we have a nice like, little postcard theme going on there. When you turn it over, you have the ship data. So that one is a tanker. So that's something that's not actually in this game. The tanker is actually a separate model. It's like a neutral model. Then we have the Vosper. You want to say Vesper? The Vosper MTB Type 1 mid. Probably means mid-war, maybe. We'll find out. I'm just going off like bolt action, like mid, early, and late. Then we have another one there, another Vosper. Same points and everything, so I presume they're just the same ship. Another Vosper Type 1. We have the Vosper Type 2. I'm also assuming all these marks along the edges are some way of tracking maybe, I don't know, speed or damage or something like that. I'm not sure what they're for yet. We'll find out. That's the other Vosper Mark II. Then we're on to the German Navy Kriegsmarine. We have the E-Bolt S38 class. And same again. And then we have two more. We have the E-Bolt S100 class. Two of those. Okay, and then Claire's going to punch those out. I'm going to quickly look at these dice and see what we've got. So we have some red and black dice, the D6s. 6 showing a strange, not yet identified symbol. I shall figure out what that is. So I've got 7 of those. We have mini dice. Well, not smallest dice, obviously.
No,
smallest dice I think I've ever seen, what I've ever used is probably from the original Warhammer Quest. Tiny red dice.
Yeah, we've got a little box of them somewhere, haven't we?
There is the dice there. I think I figured out what the ones are, because these ones have got the German cross on. So I've got
those
5 German dice. So I presume these are Royal Navy then. Sure, I don't really know what the Royal Navy. Well, oh, this is, oh, it'll be like the Coastal Guard symbol, won't it? I bet you it is. He says that with confidence. And we've also got 2D10s now as well. So I'm sure it'll become clear what all those are for as we move along. What we're going to do now is pause the camera while we take out all these punch things and everything, get everything ready, and then we'll start putting the ships together. So we'll be back in 1 second, or about 10 minutes for us, how long this takes. See you in a moment. Okay, so we've got all the punch out parts. So this I would assume is the light ice, and a blown up light ice. I know you can get models of that now as well. We've got like, that's the island, isn't it?
Yeah.
So those are the double-sided islands parts. We have the tanker, the merchant tanker. That's like a cutout for it. This is a model you can buy off the website. So there it is sunk. There it is. So going. Then we have got some planes. And German Stucker. And we have various sandbanks with, I think like the colouring matches the map, doesn't it?
I think it does,
got
yeah.
like Mediterranean or Pacific, and then you got like Atlantic or some darker waters basically. Then we have tons of whatever these are.
Like rocks or maybe mines in the water, I don't know.
Oh yeah, lifeboats.
Lifeboats.
That's lifeboats anyway. That's mines, you're right. That's mines. Same shape, some of them are lifeboats, some of them are mines.
And again they're double-sided as well to match the map. So you've got a shed load of them.
Yep.
You've got these circular things that just look like rocks.
Again, same thing. So I guess these are just scenery. I guess they might have a purpose in the game. Just guess at the moment. And then we have a bunch of tokens. I assume they're tokens. Are they tokens? Or tokens? Or are they things floating in the water?
Things for the water, because it's got water around them, so...
All like buoys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Water buoys, maybe.
You've got tokens for bridge hit.
Bridge hit. So they're critical hit tokens. I think they go on the cards. On these bits, maybe.
You've got crew hit.
Yeah.
You've got rudder hit. Get hold of them.
Rudder.
Rudder.
Yep.
What? You've got fire.
Fire.
Tokens.
Forged in.
You've got engine hit.
Yep.
And you've got these, which are, you've got a shed load of these ones, and they're all
mini ones.
Yeah, so
I think there might be additional equipment because that's got smaller circles on it at the top.
So on one side you've got out of action, and the other side you've got star shells.
Yes.
Degaussing gear.
So
gun director.
I imagine you add them onto the ship, and then if they get destroyed or whatever, or something, or get used, then they go to out of action.
Searchlight. Yeah. Various different ones there. Oh, these are the rulers which go together if you need it longer.
Oh right, so like a jigsaw bit. And on the back of that one, it's got the firing modifiers.
Ah, cool.
Cool.
So there you go.
Right, so that's all the card components, and obviously we've got the movement wake tokens, which I believe were missed out of some of the boxes. But there they go. They're made of a thinner card, like the little bits here,
which we think are paperclip.
Kind of like fancy paper clips.
Yeah.
Remind me of the things from Zombicide.
Yes.
Which so they'll go on there.
I think
Should be able to push one out. I hope. Maybe. Maybe not.
Here we go.
Try and do it without ripping it. Yeah. Oh, no. I might have to take a knife to these and loosen them a bit.
Yeah. I think you might have to actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the it's kind of the paper's gone over the holes, if you will.
Yeah. So you might want to take a knife and loosen those a bit. That one has torn a little bit. I'm not too fussed about it. I think we could always laminate these. Because they are basically paper clips, you get some coloured paper clips and replace them. You know? Yeah. They look quite good because they're done like postcards. So if you had like a paper clip, it's like holding it up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry. It just occurred to me then. Right, so those are all the other components that you get with the game. So we'll move on to the models. What I'll do, I'll stop the camera again because we want to clear all these up, put them in wee baggies, and then we shall move on. So we're back in a second. Okay, so we're back. So back to the sprue where we started, and the instructions here, which are vague, very vague. It says, follow this simple guide to building your British Vosper MTBs. You guys can read that out. There you go. That's pretty much the guide, other than a components list. Right, so there we go. It's not like this goes here, this goes there. However, there are several images, including the one opposite, so we can ascertain how to build these. Plus we have the cards which tell us how these bad boys are armed. So the Vosper 1, which is the lower hull here, the Vosper 1 is armed with a 20mm gun, which if we check on here is part 4 on there, or this bit here. And it's also armed with a MG×2 or HMG, which is this one here, which is part 3, and that is going to go on this little tower piece here. So the gun goes at the front, I think near that square at the front. We'll find out for sure when we put it together. But the HMG definitely goes on that tower there. So those two weapons are for this boat. So the lower two are for that one. The upper two are one weapon. It's a twin mounted version of that, and that goes in this tower, sort of armoured circle, if you will, at the front there. And that's the one weapon this has got. So as far as the guns go, that's what they've got. That's the bottom two for the bottom hull, top two or top one for this one. Then we have lots of holes on here. So the holes are for the torpedo tubes. So we have 2 torpedo tubes on the Vosper Mark 1. They go, this is the front and that's the back, and I believe, yep. And they go on these holes here, so they get sort of at an angle pointing out, because obviously they're going to go into the water. So one on either side of that. The Vosper 2 has 4, so 2 on either side of these holes there and those holes there. So that's what those torpedo tubes are for. We have the actual command part. What does it say it's called? Cabin side. Cabin side. So cabin side for the Vosper 2 is parts 7 and 8, which are the top ones, which are the ones next to it. Handy. And the cabin parts for the Vosper 1 are the ones that are next to it again, which are parts 14 and 15 on there. And then all we've got left are the masts at part 11. And these masts, I think that hole there is for the masts, and that hole there is for the masts. Obviously the masts are off centre, because this isn't a sail ship. No. These masts are simply like a communications mast and something to stick your flag on. Unlike a sail ship where it would have to be central, these are sort of offset, so that's what those holes are for. So, all that said, it's time to put them together. So we're going to start by cutting off all these components, because we kind of know what they are. We'll line them up here, and then we will stick them together and see how easy it is to put the thing together. Okay, so the Vosper Mark 1. So in theory, these two parts are going to go together. These are the cabin parts. Once they're glued together, they will create a plug, which will go in the centre part there. That should just plug in to there. So the torpedo tubes, which are, it does say left and right on here, doesn't it? Torpedo tube, starboard and port. So
you're asking the wrong person.
What?
Which starboard and port is?
Starboard's right, port's left. So this one that I've got in my hand is 13, so it's port, so it's left. I'm about to find out. Drum roll.
Right.
Definitely fits in. But whether it should is another matter. That does go on though. Yeah, I'm right though. Oh, all left in this case. It just right. So that is 12, isn't it? 12 starboard.
Yeah.
Should be right, I think. I'm doubting myself now. I used to know this. Yeah, port's left. So that's port. And that one. That'll be starboard. Certainly goes on.
It looks right.
That should look right. That one should look left. Wah, 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 wah. Sorry. Oh dear.
Although that could be it.
Just go all the other way around though. I'm not entirely sure how much it matters. It probably does matter. I'm trying to see if there's any sort of... I'm going to go with that. So, I'm going to glue these in place first, the 2 torpedo tubes. Using, wherever it's gone, my polystyrene cement. Come here, you. Back in a moment. Okay, so there we go. So again, I'm using some polystyrene cement, like I said. If you're wondering which one I'm actually using the eye paint one for this. It should do, as long as it's not too thick, because these are quite small components. But there we go, we're on there. Next up, where do I want to do? I've glued that in together as well. So we'll glue this into position. Just going to go in there. And then we have the HMG, which is going to go in the back there. Like so. Tiny, tiny little thing. Cool. And then we have the single firing, what does it say? Orelican? I can't read that from here. I'm upside down now. Just seeing how you say that word.
Orelican.
Go with that. Got the single fire version of this, which is going to go on the front here. I need to confirm exactly where. Hopefully the card might give an indication. Yeah, so if we have a look on the card, we can see it right in front of the cabin, which is there. If we have a look at the image, it actually shows the Vosper 2 and 1 on the same one. Sorry, have a look at the front ones. They're Vosper 2s, that's Vosper 1. So yeah. So I'd say, kind of looking at that, it's sort of central, around about or just behind that little square there. Yeah, I think so. You could do like a top-down view of it finished, just to get an idea, because that top-down view is obscured by the little circular bit on there, which I presume is the arc of fire. So let's glue those bits on, and then in addition we have the mast, which is going to go in that hole there. She does do. Yay! And I'm assuming it goes with that sort of staggered part to the back. So that's the front, that's the back. So we'll glue that in place. So we'll do that, and that should be the Vosper one finished. Okay, so there we go. The Vosper Type 1 mid-war. MTB. Looks quite good actually. Yeah, it's got a nice detail actually for a small model like that. That's pretty cool.
It has actually.
I know you can now get like metal Royal Navy crew and Kriegsmarine crew, as well as other weapon options. Which we'll have to have a look into and see if you can like build different weapons on this. It'd have been good if we got them in plastic and you had different options at the beginning, but as long as we got the option somewhere. And as far as I managed to go, at least they're relatively inexpensive, relatively. So that is the Vosper Mark 1. And then the Mark 2 has all the other parts. So these two parts of the gun, because it's a twin linked gun, we have a right and a left, those two are going to go together. Don't know if there is any sort of indentation. Some of the things on these are minute. Yeah, so there's a little indentation on one and a tiny little peg, if you will, on the other to keep that in place. That's good. On the painting guide opposite, I've noticed it is not on, and they tell you how to paint it separately. Because I don't know when I'm painting these, whether it'll be straight away, because I want to get the correct paints, I'm going to glue it in because I'm going to lose it otherwise.
Yeah.
And I'm quite happy that I can manage to get the paintbrush in there anyway to paint it. But if you paint these straight away, it might be a good idea to follow the guide and not glue that gun in. The mast, as I said, is going to go in there. The two parts of the cabin, slightly larger than the other one, go on either side of this. So we've got part of the cabin now already. So literally they're going to slip on either side of that and into those holes. Now the pegs on this one are broken off. They were on the sprue.
They were, yeah.
The other two are alright. It's not a big issue because they sort of fit into place around this cabin.
It's got a little lip of it on the front on it.
I'll be able to get that on. Shouldn't be a problem. And then we have the, right, it's 5. 5 is port. So which one's port? Left. Left is this side. 5 is port. That's the other 5, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So they're the port torpedo tubes. And they're the right starboard torpedo tubes. So I'm going to glue them on. I'll do this a bit off camera. We'll come back with a completely finished Vosper Mark II. And then you can see the two bolts together. So there is the Mark II. Looks cool actually. Just feel like there's a lot more going on that one. I think it's just got 4 torpedo tubes. Although I do like this one because it's got 2 sets of guns. So I don't know which one's going to be more useful. Obviously more torpedoes against bigger ships, probably this one, and then maybe against smaller ships, maybe this one. Don't know. We shall find out when we play the game. But anyway, those are the 2 types of British ships. So there's 3 each of these in the box set, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick the others together off camera. We'll come back and look at them all. But in the meantime, Clara is going to cut these bad boys off. So these are the torpedoes.
Ooh.
They don't need going together. And we've also got these, which are the splash markers, which I noticed have got cool numbering around the side. Maybe a bit like pinning markers, I hope, in bolt action or something like that. But what we do with these is we cut those off, and those plug into there and those turn. So there are little, I was wondering how you knew which one you were pointing at. But that little bit there is like a little pointy bit. And on the other side it's just flat. So you know that side's flat. So we're going to cut all those off, peg those into there. Shouldn't need gluing, should just need, because you need to turn it. And when I come back, we will take a look at the 6 British boats together and we can make a start on the German boats. Okay, so those are the 6 British ships with a little torpedo marker for scale and some blast. Sploosh markers, I don't know what they're called yet. I think we're going to call them sploosh markers.
Sploosh markers.
Sploosh
That's
markers.
different.
Sploosh. Sploosh. There we go. So there's, how many are there? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, I didn't even count them. There's 12. 12 sploosh markers. I didn't even count the torpedoes.
How many leaves?
Leaves. They do kind of look about leaves, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
So there's 16 leaves.
Cool.
There we go. That is pointing the wrong way though, so it should be going now. Otherwise that ship's about to blow up.
Well, no, because the thing's there.
Yeah, the back of the torpedo is there, you're right.
That's the back of the torpedo.
That's the front of the torpedo.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh. I would have thought that it would have been the other way.
That's the fin on the back, you can just see it. And you can see that's the wake around the torpedo that gets fired off.
Okay. Shows what I know.
You need to know these things to be a torpedo boat captain. Which way the torpedo goes is the first thing.
Clearly I don't know.
It's got a load of torpedo. Never mind. Right. Now we shall move on to the Kriegsmarines.
Hence why I don't play boat games.
I'm going to have to teach you. This is a gun, and this is the fire, and this is the bullet comes out of, and the bullet will travel in this direction with the pointy end first.
Well, the pointy ends first, and that should go that way then, shouldn't it? The pointy ends first.
That's not a bullet, that's a torpedo. And they had rounded ends mainly, like that one. Right, okay. German bolts, yes. So we have the German sprue. The Kriegsmarine sprue. So there we go. So we got their torpedoes are there. I think they just go on these parts here, to be honest. 2 on each, I think. I'm going to have to do a quick look around and see where goes what and what goes where. So one is the S100 bolt. So that must be this one.
Mm-hmm.
2 being the S38 bolt. Mm-hmm. Yep. 3
torpedoes.
Is the torpedoes, correctly identified.
Mm-hmm.
That being the back of the torpedo, and that being the front.
They might be different for the Germans, you don't know.
No. 4.
They drive on the weird side of the road in Europe, so you know.
2 centimetre flak is
on there.
4, which is that one there, isn't it?
Right, and you've got 5.
3.7 centimetre flak, the M42 is opposite it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Quad 2 centimetre flak.
What's that one?
Does that say fair? Flak?
Flak.
Very. Don't know.
Flak
Sorry, I don't
Verling.
speak German, unfortunately. Flak Verling.
Verling. That's just a posh way of saying flak, probably.
I thought it said fairing, maybe it's
Very liquid.
3.7 centimetre flak M42 crew. Crew? Crew?
Crew?
Crew?
No, I don't think it's crew. I think it's...
I can't read that one.
7. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, it's the...
It's the seat.
It's the seat for the...
sit in.
Yeah.
Okay. Quad 2 centimetre flak fairing.
That must mean something.
Fairing.
Verling.
Upper gun barrels.
Yeah.
So it's like a quad flak gun. That's amazing. It's a quad gun. Isn't it? It's a proper quad gun. I thought maybe it just was like some fancy... It really is 4 guns. Yes, sorry. Left side of the 2 centimetre flak, right side of the 2 centimetre flak, which is 9 and 10, which are these 2. So those 2 are one weapon.
You've got 2 lots of 4 on there as well, haven't you?
4 being the 2 centimetre flak. Okay, yeah. Then we've got the left side. Oh, I've done that one. And then we've got the S38 left side
The cabin.
cabin.
And the right side of the cabin.
So this one already has its cabin fitted in.
Yeah.
And this is the S100, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So that's already there, whereas the 38 has the cabin going in there. So we've sussed that bit out.
Yep.
And now it's just a case of finding out where all these weapons go. So we'll be back in 1 second. Okay guys, so we're back. I think I figured this out right. Again, instructions kind of lacking, but let's have a look. So we have the torpedoes. They are going to go here. So this is the S100, isn't it? Yep. So torpedo there, like so. Then this one. Right, so on the card, it basically says about the S100, it says it's got a 37mm semi-auto ×1 on there, but then it can be replaced by a quad gun, which I would do anyway, but I have to because there's no 37mm spare. Yay. So, it's not really optional when I don't have the option, it's either that or nothing. So the quad gun is made of part 6, part 8 was it?
Yes, I think.
Just those 2 parts?
Yeah, looks like it. According to the...
yeah. So we have quad gun lower part, quad gun upper part, and that bit goes in there to give you your 4 guns. Now that is going to sit on the back hole there, I believe. Yes. it does indeed. 37mm will go on the back, so that's where the quad gun will go in its place. In the middle slot, we have a twin 20mm gun, which is part 10 and 9. So that's the two-part gun, a bit like the gun on the other ships. The Vosper Mark II. Those two parts are going to go together. That's going to sit in the middle hole there. And at the front we have a 20mm cannon, which is part 4. And that is going to sit in this hole there. Again, I'm going to stick these together rather than paint them separately, just because I don't want to lose any of the bits. And I need to get the paints, and I don't know when I'm going to get the paints. Basically, that's the short answer. So these are the parts for the S100, which by definition means the rest are for the parts S38. So again, the torpedoes, 2 more of these torpedoes, which are part 3. They're going to go in the same slot there and on the other side. We have the 2 parts of the crew cabin, which is separate on this one, and they basically just stick together like the other crew cabins did. Then we have a peg at the bottom, which is going to stick that in there. Then we only have 2 slots for guns. At the front goes the other number 4, which is the 20mm cannon. It says centimetres now, which is one of the things that threw me. It's like 3.7, and oh, of course. So they're using different terms as well. Just keep it in millimetres or centimetres. Yeah. I know it's easy to work out, but it throws you when you're trying to figure out what's what.
That one says millimetres.
Yeah.
And then it goes into centimetres.
And then it goes into centimetres there. So pick one. Pick one.
Pick one and stick with it. Yeah, don't go for too many.
Yep. So on the back, this one we have the 37mm semi-auto gun, which is this one here, along with this part as well. Part 7, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So that's a 2-part weapon again. I'm just not quite sure how this bit goes together though. I'm assuming a lot on that one. I'll probably have to have a look at that one, show you how it goes together. But we have parts 7 and part 5, wasn't it?
Yes.
So I'm going to stick everything together, figure out how that gun goes together, then I'll come back and show you it. Alright guys, so that is the complete S100 class. Looks awesome actually. I do like the fact it's got lots of guns on it. That's pretty awesome. Right, the S38. Lots of less guns. Still looks awesome. Right, this rear gun. Here it is. Every picture in the book shows a completely different gun to this gun. As in, they must be post-production models. Because it has none of this stuff on the back. It's literally like someone got... Is it that bit? Nope. Which one is it? That one. So this is the gun from the second sprue. So it's like someone got this gun and cut that back bit off. So all you've got left is the post and the front part of the gun. Every picture in the book, check it. I mean, this is the first edition of the book, so every picture is a different gun on. So it's taken me ages to figure out what the heck this crew thing is. It was only when I held it that way up and realised those were seats on the back that I started to think, hang on a minute, it has to go somewhere here. But every time I've tried to fit that on and fit it into space, it doesn't go. After much fiddling around, what I did was I inserted that underneath the front of the gun shield, and it is the right shape to go in, which was the one clue I'd missed. So you insert that in front of the gun shield, and then you have the 2 seats there, if you can see at either side. Hopefully you can make that out on there. So literally, you take this and you push it under there. Now it's very brittle, so just be careful. But you have to push that one. This one actually go on a bit easier. It looks a bit different now from this one. Again, first it feels a bit different. Yeah, that front angled part on there fits between the post and the front of the gun shield. So that will push onto there. But I'm going to want to glue that first. And then when that's done, it goes on this back part. So I'll come back with all the ships finished. Okay, so you're the German boat's finished. Again, the S100. And the S38 on there. And just so you can see them side by side, there are the British boats. So you see. But size doesn't always matter.
No, it doesn't.
That's what you do with it. There we go. But
you do get more British. I mean, obviously with them being smaller boats, probably.
I don't know what the rules really are yet. So it's hard to sort of judge. But I do know they look cool. It's splush just for scale purposes. I do know they look cool. I imagine the Germans, you see, they've got more guns on those ships.
Yeah.
Per poundage, probably. I'm not sure the torpedoes actually have any effect on torpedo boats.
Ah.
So that's going to be like if you're shooting at tankers or bigger ships. So if they fight each other,
it's just going to be shot for
it's
shot.
going to be gun for gun. So whoever's got the most guns will have an advantage. So I suppose that's why there's only 4 German boats. Plus I think they get loads of extra stuff as well.
Right.
They probably have extra hull points being bigger. But I'll have to have a look and see. There we go. That is the kit. The models look great. I'll give them that. They do look great. I'd rate the kit pretty high from that perspective. Putting it together, it is actually easy to put together. There's nothing, even though the parts are small, and some of the gun 2-part pieces are a bit fiddly. There's nothing that I really struggled to put together. Once I knew where it was.
Yeah.
Apart from that flipping gun at the end there. Because none of the pictures show that gun on. Because again, the painting one, there's the gun. And that's the one that's in the box. And you can see there's nothing on the back of that at all. And again, it tells you to paint the gun separate, even the torpedo separate. I'm not going to, but if you're new to painting, I would advise you probably do that, because it makes it a bit easier to get the top of the ship done and everything, without having to worry about going over the weapons, because they are quite small, really. So they look good, easy to go together. I would have liked some more weapon options, like the actual weapon options there, which would have meant 4 of those little sods. But I would have still picked the quad guns, because I'd want to see how they work. And when you give me the option of something with more barrels, it's like, yes, I'll have that. Even if it's worse. I don't know until I've used it. So I would like some more options, maybe some more, because there's optional depth charges on these guys as well. And maybe like some barrels. I don't know what the depth charge actually look like. Probably just a barrel or something. On the back here maybe, so it rolled off and should be thrown in the water. I don't know. But I'd like some extra weapons options. I'm pretty sure they probably did use different weapons during the war, probably whatever they got hold of. And there was something, I think I read, that one of these can be upgraded to a 6-pounder cannon on the front.
Yeah, I think it was on.
So
yeah.
I'd like those options to be with the kit.
Yeah, you're very tied to what is on the sprue.
For the price, I still think it's good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I think you get 6 of these actually in the box, if you buy the box of them as well. So I think for the price, I think it's good. I'd like more options. It was easy to put together as such, without any instructions. Made it difficult. You had to refer to a lot of pictures that were in the box. And I went online, I went on the website, but the gun on the back of that is still the old version, or that version of the gun. So the images they're using must be the original images anyway, so it wasn't there. That was the only bit that was a bit annoying to try and figure out. Everything else just went sort of logically where it would go, kind of. So there we go. Those are the ships. They look cool. Can't wait to see how the rules actually work. But yeah, looking forward to having a game of this. So let's have a quick look at the actual instruction book. This is the instruction book you can actually buy separately. If you won't mind sailing the German fleet over by you. Thank you very much, Lee. This is the rule book. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking at the rules, just give you a flavour of what's inside though. Again, feel free to pause. So we've got nice images, got a nice big picture of the Vosper there. And then all the things here tell you what the card is. So we do have these like little paperclip thingies over the top and the bottom. Speed and everything, what its armaments are, is all on there. So it looks like you can use the cards for all your management in the game as well. Then we've got the movement rules, tip table, and then the scenario. So we're straight on to scenarios here. Scenario 3, there, nice big colour spread. Then we've got some advanced rules. So it looks like I've got basic rules, some scenarios, then we'll learn some more advanced rules on how to play the game. Torpedoes and cream. Nice. Then we've got the critical damage tables. Additional equipment. And then additional scenarios. So it looks like you learn a bit of the game, play some scenarios, learn some more of the game, and play some more scenarios. And then we have terrain. So rules on the terrain, wrecks, islands, tiny boats, more weapons, exotic weapons, aviation, so rules for the planes as well, they're all in here. The aircraft weapons, try to see, there's like, we've got pictures of the theatres of war, so you picture the different seas and countries. There's a few, there's Mediterranean, Black Sea, Baltic Sea. They're all in there as well. So the different rules for fighting in different areas. We've got the Pacific Ocean. Yeah. Manchuria. If there's any candidates that come from there. And then a bit on collecting the ships. At the back. So Italy as well, a little bit about Italy, Great Britain, I think we started with Germany, Soviet Union I think as well, yeah, United States, Imperial Japan, there's the Soviet Union at the back, Russian boats, crude but deadly. So then we have ship rosters. So this is where the points costs for building your fleet come from. Got ship rosters there, and then we also have here a table for building your own ship. So if you wanted to, if you find a ship in history which had different weapons loadouts, and you wanted to recreate that, you've got the points costs for everything to pick your ship, size, hull, and what weapons it had, and the points cost. So yes, you can add other weapons onto the ships. Cool. Basically. And here we have the British Royal Navy. I'm not going to focus too much on the list, but we have the early Vosper, which isn't the ones we've got. We have the mid-range Vosper Type 1, and then the mid-range Vosper Type 2, which are here. There's also a late Vosper as well. So like it says here, the mid-range Vosper Type 1, it has one twin HMG, 2 torpedoes, and one 20mm cannon. And depth charges and smoke, so it comes with those 75 points as an example. So that's that bad boy. I've got 3 of those. And then we have the Vosper Type 2, which comes with one twin 20mm cannon, 4 torpedoes and smoke. So that weighs in at 20 points more than the Vosper one, so that must reflect the cost of torpedoes really. The difference in weapons. I'm not sure if there's any difference in... Yep, so the Vosper 2 is faster by the looks of it. It looks like it's got more hull points as well, and I don't really know what these are yet, so don't quote me on these. Also, you've got slow combat and fast speeds, ship size and turn rates, whatever those mean, are on the turn rate. I'll figure all this out. If you want to see me figure all this out, or play any of the scenarios in here, let me know in the comments. I'd love to give it a go. On the side of the Kriegsmarine we have the S-38 class. That comes with a whole bunch of stuff. So, 137mm semi-automatic, 20mm, 2 torpedoes, smoke, optional reload for the torpedoes at 20 points for 2 torpedoes, optional depth charges at 5 points. So that ranges anywhere from 105 to the maximum of 130 points for one of those. This will be why there's only 4 of the German boats, because they're more expensive.
Yeah.
Then we have the E-Boat 100. So there's an armoured version of that first one as well. And the E-Boat 100 is here. That's weighing in with one 37mm semi-auto, option to replace with a quad cannon, which we did. Is that... let's have a look at that. I can't read sideways. So the quad cannon actually minuses 5 points off that. So I assume it's not quite as good. Which might be why we've got it, to try and balance the fleets out. One twin 20mm, one 20mm there, 2 torpedoes with an option to have more torpedoes, smoke, optional depth charges plus 5 points, an armoured wheelhouse. And that starts at 125 points and then goes up to 150 points. If you don't add anything onto these, it'll actually be 120 points because you deduct 5 points from the quad cannons on by the looks of it.
Right, okay.
I think that's how I read it. It does say minus in front of it, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does. So those are the ships that we got. Let's see what it plays like. And then we have the Italian Regia Marina. If I would say that. Or Regia Marina, I don't know.
Yeah, Regia.
Regia?
Yeah.
Marina?
Yeah, I think does it mean queen? Because Rex is king, isn't it? Regia. I think
Yeah,
it
queen.
might be queen. I'm not 100% sure.
Italian Queen Maria. Marina.
Marina, it'll be marine, won't
Marine.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. So they've got a much smaller list than anybody else, at the moment at least. They've got some nice looking ships though.
Oh.
Because the ships, the way they've been painted, have all got these cool sort of hazard lines on.
Oh yeah.
They look pretty cool actually. Then we've got the US Navy, the PT boats. I think that's was that the smallest boat, and PT boat Higgins and PT boat Echo. See, I'm not fully up on any of my fleets at this level anyway. Which is why it's good. It's good to experience new things
definitely.
and get out of your comfort zones with battleships and such like. As far as I'm concerned. And then we have the various Japanese boats.
Mm-hmm.
The Shinyo Kamikaze boats. The Maru in Kamikaze boats. Sampan, is it?
Sampan.
Sampan.
Champan's the place near us.
Champan's an Indian restaurant. Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Nothing to do with Japan at all. I just can't read sideways. Then we've got a large sampan with rice. Chicken gum and I'm getting hungry now. But these look cool. I like this down here, this submarine. Is it an Imperial Japanese Navy? I can't read so technical know-how. I didn't have to tell you what it is. I thought I was telling you what it was, but we've got a submarine with a plane on it, which is cool. I think I remember somewhere that the Japanese were building a massive submarine, which was like a carrier, and had loads of planes inside it. If I remember correctly, I'm sure when the Americans got to Japan, they found these things like half built.
I won't be surprised.
Massive submarine carriers. Amazing. Soviet Navy. Don't quote me on that, it might be one of those weird war things.
Yeah.
Soviet Navy, we've got there. Yep. Yeah, not a lot of ships for these ones. I think you'll probably have more as they go along. I hope. And then a quick reference sheet, which is cool to have. I always have a quick reference sheet, it's really good. We'll see how useful it is. And then we have critical damage table again, repeated on the quick reference sheet, very good. Bibliography, so all the sort of nice index. And some nice pictures on the back, postcard pictures. Okay, so that's roughly what the book is. I need to have a really good read of that because I've not read it yet. As you've seen, I've only just unboxed it. So I need to have a good read of that and the rules and the errata and see if anything's changed in there. Because I'd rather start off trying to play it correctly.
Yeah, rather than playing it wrong and... Yeah.
I mean, you'd play it wrong anyway because we're mad. But...
I'd play it wrong anyway because I'd be blowing up my own ships if I put one.
Yes, I noticed.
So...
Shing boom.
Yeah, so you're alright, you'd win.
Don't know. There we go. So it looks very cool, and I do like the ships. And I think if when I've played a few games, if I really like it, I think these would be the two fleets I focused on: the Kriegsmarine and the Royal Navy. To go with the other stuff I've got in Ball Action, which is mainly German and British. To maybe pick up the starter sets for those, and the merchant tankers, get a couple of those, because I think there's a scenario, as I was flicking through that, I saw an escort one, it had 2 merchant tankers on it, so you need at least 2 really to do that one. But it'd be cool, it gives a torpedo boat something to blow up, really. There we go. So that's enough of me gabbing on about this. I hope this has enlightened you if you're wondering about this game at all. It looks good. As I said, put in the comments if you want to see me play it. I would really like to have a crack at this. Even if Claire's not playing it, I might have to just play this one by myself for a bit and get used to the rules. And we'll see how it goes from there.
Yeah.
As I said, this is a side project anyway, apart from the other projects we've got, which is mainly, at the moment, Carnivale. Necromunda's crept in from nowhere. But we're having a go at that. Legion is the other one. Yes. That's on our painting board at the moment. And then we've got Gangs of Rome as well. Yeah. So that's kind of what we've got there. And we also have in the background Blood and Plunder, eventually. That's got shelved because other things have moved in and I couldn't get hold of certain components for it. It's quite hard to get the Blood and Plunder stuff over here. It's really unfortunate. And you wouldn't know how difficult it is to get a water mat.
Yes.
How difficult it is to get a mat of water.
Yeah.
And if I'd known how difficult it was to get a mat of water, I might have just painted some wood blue or got a blue cloth. But no.
Yeah, no.
It was quite difficult to get hold of.
It was, but we've done it eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yes. Which would also is going to work quite well with playing Cruel Seas, which is one of the reasons I picked this up. So I've got something else to play other than Blood and Plunder on it.
Well, Streets of Venice as
and
well.
Venice, we'll be using the water mat. I mean, it's a bit of a darker blue.
It doesn't matter.
But then again, it's night time.
Yeah.
This is my thing about the tiles in Venice. The green, like they would be during the day.
Yeah.
But most of the stuff happens either at night or in the dull tones of the false rift.
Yeah.
So I think the water would be darker.
I think it would.
Than it is in our version of Venice.
Yeah.
Besides the fact things hiding in there and such like.
I don't know. I think in our version of Venice, I mean, Venice as it is now, water is a bit weird, depending which canals you go down.
It's kind of a lagoon,
It
so
is.
it's got that swampy, greeny, lagoony tones to it. That's our version of Venice. Their version would be a lagoon, and then in perpetual darkness.
Yes.
So you get this dark water effect, which is kind of like what we've just had a look at. You've got the Pacific Mediterranean type side maybe, and you've got the Atlantic side, but the Atlantic side also works well for water during night time anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Because it all looks pretty much the same at night, because you only have the very sort of basic blues and dark colours. Unless, of course, you've got like radioactive things or bioluminescent creatures down there. Then it does change things.
Just a little.
But I don't see many of them in the war zones and stuff like that.
I don't recall Churchill saying anything about some...
Although there is that area on Earth which is lit up. I can't remember where it is. Is it near Madagascar? Part of the water is a different colour because there's so many bioluminescent creatures. So there you go.
So...
But you find a very specific zone then.
Yeah.
Now we've been talking about loads of stuff, and it's probably about time we end this video.
Definitely, yes.
So thank you for watching. If you've watched to the end, congratulations. You've gained yourself some geek points. And remember, anything I say comes with the caveat that it's probably rubbish. So just take that away from this. Other than that, guys, please like and subscribe. It helps out loads. We know you love us. Put in the comments if you want to see some of this stuff, Cruel Seas, or if you want to see anything from Bolt Action as well. Because I do have some Bolt Action stuff I need to unbox. But I'm just it's getting pushed further and further back. But there we go. So stay tuned for more. Please like and subscribe. And you guys take care for now. And we'll stop babbling.
See you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.